What do you think, Sooner? Should I show them what's behind me, or should I wait? You think I should wait? Okay. What is up, Brotherhood of Ram fam? So today I just want to kind of go over the truck with you guys in terms of what still needs done on it, and kind of let you guys know what we've found just in the last few months of owning it. So a little thing here and there, stuff that you might not tell from camera, but when you get up close and personal, you can actually see it better. A lot of people were saying, oh, you bought a clean truck and everything, but it's got some body rust. Well, the only body rust on the truck, guys, is the box, which is literally, I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but you might be able to see there is like a white line. If you follow my finger, there's a line, and that is a fender flare mark. So I don't know if the camera picks it up or not, but you can see bubbling coming along in here and down here. This is the only rust on this side of the truck. Now there might be some down here, but there's some paint flaking. Gotta figure that out, but you know, we're getting there. And then on the other side, now this is the only side that's the worst on the truck, and I actually, you know, if it was only this here, the paint that's been taken off down to basically, well, the clear coat down to bare red, I'd be okay with it, because it has like a patinaed kind of, hey, this truck's 16-year-old, it's showing its age, it's still kicking. But the only real bad spot is right here on this fender well. What truck is that? Oh, log truck. Again, here's a good example. That white line right there is part of where a fender flare used to sit. But yeah, you guys can see here, this is, I don't know how well the camera picks it up. That is the worst spot. But other than that, and then there's some on here. But other than that, I mean, that's very, it's not as bad as what, you know, the blue truck had. Let's see what else. Ooh, it echoes in here. Cool. Other than that, guys, I think that's it for rust spots. You know, there, and then up in here. There, that gives you a better, you guys can see that better. But like I said, guys, like I've shown you before, there's no rocker rust. There's no holes in the rocker, none of that, just the ones that came factory. Now the hard part that I need to show you guys is I got to actually crawl underneath the truck. Well, I might be able to show you guys from here. I don't know. I'll crawl underneath. Maybe. Okay, so guys, what you're looking at here, this is the front drive shaft that comes out of the transfer case. It goes to the front American axle manufacturer. That is the axles that I have in this truck. Come on. Okay. So this is the front drive shaft. Now, I don't necessarily know what I'm looking for, but on the front there is actually weights on the drive shaft to even the weight out. So I actually do need a whole front drive shaft for it. And then you also can see here my front transfer case, or excuse me, not my transfer case, this front diff is leaking a little bit right up in there. And I also do need to do a transfer case service. Now that is only because the truck has 224,000 miles on it, and actually, I'm not gonna lie, Dad's does need it too. His needs serviced as well. Also, I wanted to show you guys, Dad had mentioned that the oil pan was dented. I never did get a chance to show you guys that because I was actually at work when he did the engine service, change the oil, whatnot. But here is the the oil pan on the truck on the 5.9 Cummins. You can see here where it was kind of, you guys can kind of get an idea of how it was dented. It was really dented in. The front drive shaft, like I said, has these weights on it. and then the oil pan's been dented in. So this truck went through some hell. We don't know how, where, and when, but it definitely did. Here's another look at my frame. You know, it's just surface rust, and you guys do know I do run undercoating. Well, I don't. We all do. Me, Dad, and Mom. We all run oil or undercoating on our trucks. So there's the frame. Again, those are the rockers, factory, everything. We are getting the AirDog fuel system figured out. Like I had mentioned in the other video where we explained it, it is possibly just, it's probably going to be the AirDog motor that needs changed out, and we're also probably just going to replace the pump as well, just to be safe. But I do have factory skid plate because my truck is a 4x4 off-road package. So let me get out and I'll finish up talking to you guys. Okay, so I'm just sitting here because it's a pain in the butt to get up. But the only other problem that is on the truck is they ended up trimming the front fender here, so you guys can actually see it goes into my door, which, you know, it's kind of one of those, oh well, the guy probably had bigger wheels and tires on the truck. It does have a Skyjacker leveling kit up front here, and then I don't know if I ever showed you guys this or not, in the back on the leaf springs, I can show you this better. I have blocks in the rear. Come on, camera. Focus. But yeah, I got 3-inch blocks in the rear, just to show you guys that. And on the other side I do as well. So there's that. What else? I think that's it. We also have, Dad found a thing of plate steel. We're gonna put that on, rivet it in, just cover that bed stack hole. And then I'm looking at possibly doing a Rhino-Line bed, but because I'm taking heavy equipment operations, come on camera, focus, there we go. I'm taking heavy equipment operations in the fall. I am going to probably buy a toolbox for the truck, and then I'd also like to get a headache rack and whatnot. Dad wants a headache rack as well. Now, I'm also contemplating tires. I do need tires, guys. Question, do I have change in my pocket? I do not, okay. Anyways, these tires actually did pass inspection, New York State inspection, but you guys can definitely tell that I'm gonna need tires. These are actually a very good set. They're a BF Goodrich all-terrain. I don't know what they are, but they are load range E. They are actually a 33, so they're a 285 tire. I'm trying to look to see where it's at here. Yeah, 285 70 R17s. So actually a good size tire. And then on the, this is the right front coil spring up front here. You guys can see it is off-centered a little bit, that because the spacer, the leveling kit is a rubber, and rubber's not that as good as what Dad's running, but Dad's fine with it. I am. I might replace it down the road, but the truck rides pretty well so far. I do need a driver's side tow mirror. I think I might have showed you guys that. I don't remember though. Go away, bug. But there's no, I mean, there's friction, but there's none of that, like it locks in. So I do need that. I'm gonna order up some new vent visors, because when I roll my window down, I believe it's on all of them, but I know this one particularly, it's very loose, and it doesn't show it, but there does show that. Also, I don't think I ever showed you guys this, but it's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell. It's maybe I can get it with the. It's hard to tell, but I actually have red pinstriping on the truck. So if you follow it, you guys can probably just barely see it, but it's right there, right where my finger's at. That's the pinstriping. Now, I've also been contemplating on getting a new grill. I'm not sure yet. Dad doesn't want me to because I gotta pay for college. I gotta get tools, clothing, shirts, and whatnot. You know, it's a lot of money for the class I'm taking. I do have a surprise in the mudroom over there that I'm going to show you guys once I get everything all done. So once I get all my tools, everything, I'll show you guys and give you guys basically a video on a rundown of what you're going to need when you join up for heavy equipment operations. But the grill I've been looking at is a Sterling Bullet grill. So it's basically, it's this shape, but it's for an 06 to 08 front end. And it says Sterling right underneath here, and it has a little S instead of the Ram, but that's down the road. I think that's it, guys. I think that's going to wrap up the video. Exhaust sounds amazing. I definitely recommend it. If you guys were curious what it is a 5-inch turbo back Sinister diesel straight pipe with a muffler. So what the muffler does is at idle, so okay, say I got a, you know, it's winter time out, there's your stainless steel muffler. It's all stainless steel, by the way, guys. Stainless steel muffler right here. Say okay, it's winter time, you're gonna let your truck idle, you'll warm up, okay, it'll kick in at high idle. At idle, there's no drone, there's no loud straight pipe sound. It sounds more like Dad's truck because his still has the cat. But when you put your foot into it or you're shifting or whatnot, it actually has a very good tone. For those of you who live in New York and you are familiar with any of the dump trucks that actually run around where I live, you know that most of them sound pretty darn good. And that's because they are usually running just a cat, or there's no cat with just a muffler. So it actually does sound like a dump truck, guys. I think that's actually going to wrap up the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. The truck is definitely it's its own truck, to say the least. It's got its days where it's like, yeah, I'll run pretty good, and then there's days like, no, I'm just going to hesitate and cause you problems and make you feel I'm not going to run. But other than that, guys, truck's running pretty good, and transmission shift's fine. Tires, what I've been looking at, to get back on that really quick, either Cooper Discover AT3s, I believe, or Falcon Wild Peaks, and then there's a brand called Delta, I can't remember, good aggressive off-road all-terrain tire. But that's, you know, down the road once I get tools paid for, get the fueling problem figured out and whatnot. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you guys think. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. I will catch you guys in the next one. Brotherhood of Ram, out.